Tina, would you like to continue on with the report?
I do just have a few other things, that being the most important. But Steph did attend, along with Chair and Vice Chair, the Indian Gaming Association's trade show just last week to see and be informed as to industry changes and what is most likely to be seen in terms of new products. You know, G2E is looked upon as the premier expo where they do roll things out. We have found that the Indian Gaming Association trade show is then where those ideas are actually available and have been proofed a little bit more, and actually we're able to spend more time with the vendors and have more in-depth conversations with them and how products work, et cetera, and then are able to, you know, whether they meet, you know, RCW, WAC, and Tribal State Compact. So it was very insightful, and so that was a good training opportunity for all. And then in your packet, you'll find some information on some federal legislation that has been introduced. The same U.S. representative and U.S. senator who actually reintroduced changes to the Safe Bet, which was introduced in September of 2024. These two legislators also introduced the GRIT Act, which I also believe is still alive. We talked a little bit about that last year. Safe Bet I didn't share much about that last year, but the Safe Bet, it actually is a system in that states then would have to choose and make application to opt in to sports wagering. And so there's a whole process, and that would have to be renewed every 3 years, and the states then would have to follow the AG's regulations regarding operations of sports wagering within the state. So it's a very interesting bill. And then the GRIT Act, just a reminder about what that is, because we did speak about it last year. It sets aside 50% of that 0.25% of all monies that are wagered. That's the federal tax that's been in place on sports wagering for a number of years, but it sets aside 50% of the federal sports wagering excise revenue tax for gambling treatment and research. And so that, well, it hasn't had much movement, just an awareness as well. That's all I have for you today.